The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Adena Springs South, Daily Racing Form, Double Diamond Farm, Jerry Parks Insurance Group, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, Valerie Daly of Showcase Properties, and Woodford Thoroughbreds.
Hi everyone, I'm Kate and Brader filling in for John Henderson on this edition of Thoroughbred Week, featuring a history-making mare in the Grade 1 Pacific Classic and a front-running filly in the Grade 1 Alabama Stakes. But we begin with 2-year-olds at Arlington Park in the Grade 3 Arlington, Washington Futurity. Cocked and loaded, the 6-5 favorite. John G. Dooley picks up the call.
Showgood leads. From Will Munnings, 3 furlongs to go. Showgood paving the polytrack path through the far turn. Right there, Will Munnings, cocked and loaded now, gaining traction. Missile Bomb 4th, Van Dam in 5th. Here's the quarter pole. Then Astrologist, Discreetness, Why Congrats Given, Air America, Cordage Hard Ridden. Oh no, not you again. Last to make the top of the Arlington stretch, it's Showgood still. Half mile, 46 and 1/5 seconds. Showgood with a furlong pole in sight. Showgood 5 lengths to the good. Will Munnings, Missile Bomb, Van Dam makes a split, cocked and loaded, one taste for the final half furlong. Showgood in the Arlington, Washington Futurity. Showgood scores.
Showgood is very good, scoring by 2.5 lengths over Van Dam. Chris Amy aboard in 124 flat. Showgood was purchased privately by William Sturritz following a runner-up effort on debut at Arlington. In his first start for trainer Scott Becker, the Illinois-bred colt by No Biz Like Showbiz rolled to a 7 3/4 length maiden victory over the Polytrack. Showgood has earned $81,000. Derby Dan Stallion Perfect Soul is America's only Grade 1 winner and Grade 1 sire by the legendary Sadler's Wells. The 3-year-old colt, Billy Star, became his newest stakes winner with an impressive victory in the Victoria Park Stakes last Sunday at Woodbine. Look for several well-bred yearlings by Perfect Soul selling at the Keeneland September sale. To Delmar for sprinters in the Grade 2 Pat O'Brien Stakes. Appealing Tail, the 6-5 favorite. Trevor Denman has the call.
Past the 3/8 they go, an Appealing Tail, but Wild Dude and Indexical come right back at him, and now they've turned it on full bore up front. And it's Appealing Tail holding on to the lead and going on. Wild Dude sent along, then Indexical. It's still another 5 back to Kobe's back, who's got to start running, got a big tail to catch Appealing Tail. They come for home now, and it's Appealing Tail. Wild Dude's come right back at him. Appealing Tail, Wild Dude, these two nose and nose in the Pat O'Brien. Wild Dude on the outside, Appealing Tail at the rail. Appealing Tail finds more. Appealing Tail gonna win it. Appealing Tail and Joe Talamo have taken the Pat O'Brien in a very game effort over Wild Dude and Indexical.
Appealing Tail, the front-running winner by half a length over Wild Dude. Joe Talamo aboard in 121 and 2. The first stakes victory for the Peter Miller trainee, who was runner-up in his last 2 starts, the Grade 1 Triple Bend Stakes and the Grade 2 San Diego Handicap. The 5-year-old gelding by Tail of the Cat was bred in Kentucky by Hart Farm and was a $115,000 Keeneland September yearling and a $95,000 OBS March 2-year-old. Appealing Tail has earned $533,000 for Gary and Cecil Barber. More racing coming up, but first, here's the upcoming schedule in the Breeders' Cup Win and You're In Challenge Series.
The advantages of nominating and winning a Breeders' Cup Challenge Series race are clear. For more information about the Breeders' Cup Challenge Series and nominations, go to members.breederscup.com, because the best is yet to come.
By Horse of the Year and Champion Sire.
AP&D surges to victory in the Belmont Stakes.
Out of multiple Grade 1 winner and Broodmare of the Year.
Take Charge Lady to win the Ashland by 5.
The hottest dirt pedigree in the world today.
But Take Charge Indy wins the Florida Derby.
Take Charge Indy, a throwback to a classic dirt pedigree. Standing at Windstar Farm.
A Florida bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida bred.
Combining the legacy of Kentucky with the fertile breeding ground of Florida, Woodford Thoroughbreds proudly introduces in 2014 Warfront's best son to standard stud, multiple graded stakes winner, Sold Out, and juvenile Grade 1 winner of the Hopeful Stakes, Currency Swap. Woodford Thoroughbreds, where a new generation of horse racing excellence has begun.
Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish. Florida produced Breeders' Cup Classic winner Mucho Macho Man. Florida is one of the premier breeding regions and training centers in the world. We are a leading prep center for Derby winners and contenders. We boast of premier veterinary research centers and 3 major racetracks. Florida has the largest 2-year-old in training sale in the world, selling horses 6 times annually. Florida is proudly represented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association. Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with a repeat winner of the Grade 2 Del Mar Handicap coming up in this segment. We begin with turf sprinters at Woodbine in the Grade 2 Play the King Stakes. In his first start since winning the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint last fall, Bobby's Kitten, the 6-5 favorite. Robert Geller picks up the call.
Stack Dick and Bobby's Kitten on the outside. They're 8 lengths in front. In third placing is Hot Heat. Over on the inside, Reporting Star. 2.5, Tower of Texas. Passion for Action is next. Kagan second last as they head inside the 3/8, and last of all is Platinum Glory. Bobby's Kitten on the outside, running in a mighty race here as they turn. On the rail, Stack Dick, they're well ahead. Then Reporting Star, it's Bobby's Kitten in front. Down to the final furlong. Tower of Texas is unfurling rapidly. Tower of Texas trying to inhale the field here and is coming at Bobby's Kitten with every stride. Reporting Star on the inside. Tower of Texas goes on by. Reporting Star, a challenger on the rail. Tower of Texas and Reporting Star. Tower of Texas in front. Reporting Star the inside. Whoa, head bob. Reporting Star came right through in the photo with Tower of Texas.
Here's another look at that photo finish. It's 3-1 second choice Tower of Texas, taking over the lead under 123 pounds and Eureka da Silva. But 15-1 Reporting Star is closing rapidly along the rail, toting 117 pounds and Luis Contreras. And Reporting Star gets up to take the photo by a nose. The heavy favorite Bobby's Kitten manages to defeat only one runner. Florida-bred Reporting Star sprints 7 furlongs in 1:20 and 3. After placing in 11 stakes during his career, including the Grade 1 Northern Dancer Turf Stakes last fall, Reporting Star records his first stakes victory. Copperwater Thoroughbreds purchased the winner privately as a 3-year-old. Reporting Star has earned $493,000. Pat Parente trains the winner. The 5-year-old gelding by Circular Key began his career racing for his breeder Gilbert Campbell. Florida breds, race him or chase him. Next, the Grade 2 Del Mar Mile on turf. Morning line favorite obviously was scratched, leaving Bala Bali as the 3-2 starting choice. Trevor Denman picks up the call.
Into the turn they go, and they're turning the pressure on Marchman down at the rail now. Jimmy bounces right up alongside. Then comes Wilkinson, winning prize 4 wide. Kulik Lodge looking for a run now, and down at the rail, Balabali in the red cap. Can Balabali find somewhere to go? Fuller run, nowhere to go. Telco's running on late as they come for home. Now it is Marchman on the inside. Down the centre of the track, Avanzari coming with a run. Avanzari's made a big sweeping run, and Telco on the outside. Avanzari, Telco, late run from De Giorgio. Avanzari to win it. Avanzari won it a neck to Telco.
In his first start off nearly 7-month layoff, Avanzari rallies from back of the field to defeat Telco by half a length. Gary Stevens aboard the OBS sales graduate in 1:35 and 1. The Tom Proctor trainee had not started since taking the Grade 2 Arcadia Stakes in January. The 5-year-old gelding by Grand Reward was bred in Kentucky by Snow Lantern Thoroughbreds and was a $52,000 OBS June 2-year-old. Avanzari has been on the board in 12 of 13 starts and has earned $505,000 for Donato Lani and John Youngblood. DRF Breeding, home of the new sire-powered results tool. Access race results from North America. Visit drf.com/breeding for additional information. To Monmouth Park now for the Grade 3 Cliffhanger Stakes. Middleburg, the even money favorite. Frank Miramati picks up the call.
Inch Cape has controlled the pace throughout, prompted by Special Envoy, who's just ahead back second. They officially start to sprint for home now. These two are head and head. Glenard is in the thick of things while caught wide. Locked the inside of him. Middleburg needs to find some racing room. He's only a length and a half off the dueling leaders. Special Envoy puts his head in front of Inch Cape at the top of the stretch. Just in behind them, Middleburg is looking for a seam desperately. He's angling out now. Lochte is keeping him in at this point. Final 16th of a mile. Inch Cape, a tough customer. Middleburg let loose now. And Middleburg storms to victory in the Cliffhanger.
The favorite Middleburg rallies to defeat 14-1 long shot Special Envoy by a neck. Joe Bravo up in 1:48.2. Middleburg just missed in his last two starts, finishing a close second in both the Grade 2 Monmouth Stakes and the Grade 3 Arlington Handicap. The Christophe Clement trainee finally gets a stakes victory on his resume. The 5-year-old gelding by Lemon Drop Kid was bred in Virginia by his owners Mr. and Mrs. Bertram Firestone and is a half-brother to Grade 1 stakes winning millionaire Winchester. Middleburg has earned $349,000. Middleburg paid $4 to win, as is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. Cross country for the Grade 2 Del Mar Handicap at 1 3/8 on turf. Ashley Loves Sugar at 9-5, a slight favorite over Big John B. Once again, here's Trevor Denman.
They make their way down the back stretch, and Little Jerry's in front, 3 parts of a neck. Ganesh is right there second. Power paired down at the rail. Ashley Loves Sugar a comfortable fourth, 2.5 off the leaders. Then comes Dana's Best. Ladaris in the green cap on the far side. Then Flamboyant and Big John B still been patiently ridden, 7 off the lead. Less than a half mile to go now, and now Little Jerry picks up the pace into the turn. Ganesh is traveling nicely second, and Ganesh is going to be the one to catch now. Ashley Loves Sugar, power paired. Little John B making his run from behind now. Big John B's on the move on the outside, only got 3 to make up. At the top of the lane, a sprint for home, and Ganesh has a good turn of foot, and Ganesh goes. Ashley Loves Sugar on the outside. Big John B, Flamboyant joins the fray late as well. Ganesh on the inside, Ashley Loves Sugar between them. Big John B, grandstand side. Ashley Loves Sugar, Big John B. Big John B to win it. Big John B and Rafael Bejarano have won it.
Reformed claimer Big John B storms from last to repeat as winner of the Del Mar Handicap by 1.5 lengths over Ashley Loves Sugar. Rafael Bejarano aboard the Florida bred in 2:16.1. Big John B prepped for the repeat with a last-to-first victory in the Grade 3 Cougar II Handicap over the main track. The winner was claimed by his current connections for $50,000 out of a last-place finish at Keeneland during the 2014 spring meet. A $30,000 OBS June 2-year-old, Big John B has earned $717,000. Philip D'Amato trains the winner for Michael House. The 6-year-old gelding by Hardspun was bred in Florida by Bryland Farm. Florida breds, race 'em or chase 'em. Spendthrift Farm freshman sire Patio Prado, a Grade 1 winning millionaire and the most versatile son of Sire of Sires El Prado. Patio Prado is already represented by 5 first-crop 2-year-old winners to date, including Got Some Mojo, a colt who impressively captured his debut in a maiden special last Saturday at Arlington Park.
Some horses are so brilliant, they make you stop and take notice.
Fort Larden is giving way, it's cross traffic.
Some are bred on a perfect cross.
Then on the outside, it's Mucho Macho Man, Ron the Greek down toward the rail.
This horse has it all. Plus, traffic-stopping good looks, cross traffic, unbridled songs, fastest son.
Cross traffic will take his place among the top handicap horses in the country.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
Make plans now to attend the National Thoroughbred Owner Conference taking place at beautiful Gulfstream Park in South Florida, January 11th through 14th, the same week of the 2015 Eclipse Awards. Enjoy a great lineup of speakers and panelists, fabulous social events, and live racing at Gulfstream. Plus, you'll meet celebrity owners and successful thoroughbred owners from around the country. If you missed the inaugural Owner Conference at Keeneland, you won't want to miss this one. Visit ownerview.com to register today. That's ownerview.com.
Since Florida's first Kentucky Derby winner, Needles, in 1956, Florida has produced 50 national champions, the 11th Triple Crown winner, 13 Classic winners, 155 millionaires, memorable performances, and 26 Breeders' Cup winners. Produce your next champion in Florida.
I've got a to-do list and 5 acres of fresh air.
Top 3 tools: hammer, screwdriver, front loader.
Happiness is a drive-over mower deck.
A John Deere dealer can teach tractors to anybody.
In the right hands, an iMatch Quick Hitch could probably cure most of the world's problems.
That's how we run, and nothing runs like a Deere. John Deere is a proud sponsor of the Breeders' Cup.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 1 Alabama Stakes coming up in this segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC 2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC 2A Paste. We begin with 3-year-old turf fillies at Woodbine in the Grade 3 Ontario Colleen Stakes. 2-to-1 favorite Mississippi Delta was eased. Robert Geller picks up the call.
The half mile, 48-2, London Tower in front, travelling okay, and Nectar Green Doctor. They go inside the 3/8, a length and a half, Miss Mandate niggled at. Don't Leave Me, the whip is out, then Virginia Hill, and dropping right off is Mississippi Delta. London Tower, top of the stretch, Green Doctor the outside. Don't Leave Me coming through now in the centre. London Tower and Green Doctor. Now Don't Leave Me coming bustling through between them for the lead, then Miss Mandate, and Don't Leave Me has gone up to join London Tower, takes a now a half a length lead. Now a length and a half, and down the outside from the back is City Wells, but Don't Leave Me has absolutely left them. Don't Leave Me wins by 2 lengths.
The 3-to-1 second choice, Don't Leave Me, the winner officially by 2.5 lengths over London Tower. Eureka da Silva aboard the Pin Oak Homebred in 1:35.3. Don't Leave Me gets her first victory since taking the Grade 3 Bourbonnette Oaks in March. The Malcolm Pierce trainee was coming off a troubled 4th place finish in the Grade 3 Regret Stakes. The filly by Lemon Drop Kid was bred in Kentucky by Pin Oak Stud. Don't Leave Me has earned $253,000 for Pin Oak Stable. For all your insurance needs, a specialist at Jerry Parks Insurance Group is there to assist you with 40 years of exceptional coverage. Look for Jerry Parks, John Cassie, or Kelly Weeks at the upcoming yearling sales. Next, the Grade 3 Monmouth Oaks. Eskin for Money at 5-2, a slight favorite over Delightful Joy. Frank Miramati has the call.
Around the far turn, White Clover puts her head in front. High Dollar Woman is trying to match strides with her in second. Tiger Ride has made progress. Tiger Ride all the way up to take second. Eskin for Money is moving up in between horses. She's now 4th with 1/4 mile to go. White Clover is the one to catch. Tiger Ride second. Eskin for Money hugs the rail in 3rd. Just in behind them, Delightful Joy is rallying 4th. There's an 1/8 mile to go. White Clover trying to fend them off. Tiger Ride, Eskin for Money making solid progress, and so is Delightful Joy. Delightful Joy finding her best stride, and she takes off the final 1/16 of a mile. Delightful Joy sharp in the Monmouth Oaks.
Delightful Joy rallies from 9th to defeat Eskin for Money by a length and 3/4. Paco Lopez aboard the OBS Sales Graduate in 1:43.3. The latest stakes-winning filly for trainer Chad Brown, Delightful Joy won an entry-level allowance test at Belmont Park in her latest. The filly by leading sire Tappet was bred in Kentucky by Bessie Lou Stables and was a $105,000 OBS April 2-year-old. Delightful Joy has earned $139,000 for Sheep Pond partners Robert LaPenta and Bradley Thoroughbreds. Paco Lopez with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. To Saratoga for the Grade 1 Alabama Stakes, Carolina the 2-1 favorite. Larry Colmus has the call.
Javier Castellano and Embellish the Lace a length in front as they go to the backstretch. From Carolina and Lovely Maria to the outside. Break of another 2 to I'm a Chatterbox, who's fourth onto the backstretch. Sweetgrass follows in fifth, 5 lengths off the lead, and it's 6 lengths more. Back to Danette, and the trailer is Include Betty. The half was 48 and 1/5 seconds. Embellish the Lace, front running here in the Alabama, out there by a length and 3/4. John Velasquez and Carolina sit second as Kerwin Clark keeps Lovely Maria close up. Third on the outside as they continue the run to the half-mile pole. I'm a Chatterbox is fourth heading for the turn. Then comes Sweetgrass Danette, and still at the back is Include Betty. 3/4 went in 1:12 and 4. Around the far turn they go. Embellish the Lace the leader. Carolina turning up the heat now. And Lovely Maria's there on the far outside. I'm a Chatterbox is 3 lengths off of them. And Include Betty is out of last. And she's closing on the far outside. And they're into the stretch. Embellish the Lace in front with 1 furlong to run. She's trying to take them all the way in the Alabama. Here comes I'm a Chatterbox on the far outside, and she's second as they come down to the 16th pole. Embellish the Lace. I'm a Chatterbox coming to her, but she's not getting there. And Embellish the Lace has gone all the way in the Alabama.
Embellish the Lace by Windstar Farm Stallion Super Saver holds off I'm a Chatterbox by 1 1/4. Carolina third for a sweep by Keeneland Sales Graduates. The third victory in the Alabama for Javier Castellano. Final time 2:01 and 4. A well-beaten ninth after chasing a hot pace in the Grade 1 Mother Goose Stakes, Embellish the Lace returns to winning form in the Alabama. The Tony Dutrow trainee was a nearly 14-length allowance winner of her 3-year-old debut at Pimlico in June. The winner was bred in Kentucky by Windstar Farm and is a half-sister to Grade 1 Stakes winner of Fleet Express. Embellish the Lace has earned $413,000 for Alex and Joanne Leblong. The filly was consigned by Tailor Made Sales Agency to the 2013 Keeneland September yearling sale, where she was purchased by the Leblongs for $320,000. Grade 1 Alabama Stakes winner Embellish the Lace, the Keeneland Sales Graduate of the Week. Coming up, a 2-time champion makes history in the Pacific Classic.
Squall has won the Sunshine State.
Bahamian Squall in front from Trinity Bird, Jackson Bend 4 outside. It's Bahamian Squall to win the Smile.
People want to know what's so special about Ocala. Centrally located between Orlando and Jacksonville, Ocala's equine industry has many incentives to breed, raise, and train thoroughbreds. Discover Ocala. Reach out to Showcase Properties and we'll show you why we love where we live.
Since Florida's first Kentucky Derby winner, Needles, in 1956, Florida has produced 50 national champions, the 11th Triple Crown winner, 13 Classic winners, 155 millionaires, memorable performances, and 26 Breeders' Cup winners. Produce your next champion in Florida.
Flatter, a graded son of A.P. Indy, continues to rank among leading sires. The sire of graded stakes horses in every crop, he consistently has runners at the highest level.
Upstart is pulling away to win the Holy Bull. But a very stylish performance from Taris.
Kobe's back, is back, wins it for Gary Stevens.
Powerful on the track and fashionable in the sales room, Flatter is from a top sire family. Flatter at Claiborne Farm.
With more graduates winning at racing's highest level each year than any other sales company, Graded Stakes glory starts at Keeneland. The Keeneland September Yearling Sale is where the world gathers to find the next great thoroughbred athletes. The ones that will take them from the sales ring to the winner's circle. The Keeneland September Yearling Sale, September 14th through the 26th. If you're looking for Graded Stakes glory, why buy anywhere else?
Time now for the feature race of the week, presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Del Mar for the 25th running of the Grade 1 Pacific Classic. In her first start against males, Beholder, the 2-to-1 favorite. Here's the call by Trevor Denman.
Field for the Pacific Classic sent on their way to a good beginning and to the roar of the Del Mar crowd. Bayern, as expected, straight to the front, and Bayern broke beautifully, nice and settled, goes off to lead them. Midnight Storm's out in the center of the track to keep him company. Gary Stevens getting the perfect spot on Beholder. He's tucked in third, about 5 off these leaders who are now quickening and going fast up front. Catch a Flight is fourth on the outside, Opportunity. Then we come back to Red Vine, a good 8 lengths off the leaders, been followed by Hard Aces, Imperative, Bailout, Bobby's back second last, and Class Leader Trail's got to be 25 off these leaders. They strung out over a lot of ground. They head to the 3/4 pole, and Rafael Bejarano tries to slow them down now on Bayern. He's taken a hold on him, Bayern traveling nicely. On the far side is Midnight Storm, a gap of 4 back to Beholder, and Beholder just cantering along in the third spot on a long rein under Gary Stevens. She's going very nicely. Catch a Flight in fourth. Opportunity far side. Red Vine at the rail. They taking closer order as they slowed it down up front. Imperative in behind that. Down at the rail comes Hard Aces, now 8 lengths off them. 6 back to Bailout Bobby, and Class Leader is still last. Into the turn they go in the TVG Pacific Classic, and Bayern is still the leader. Here comes Beholder, and Beholder just breezing on by. Beholder strikes the front. Gary Stevens hasn't moved, and Beholder's opened up to lead by 5. Red Vine making a run. Opportunity on the outside. Bayern did not go on. Then it's Catch a Flight. They turn for home in the Pacific Classic, and it's Beholder. Gary Stevens just shakes the reins at her, and Beholder is opening up on them. Almost impossible to believe. She's turned this into an exercise gallop. Beholder is absolutely poetry in motion. Beholder and Gary Stevens didn't win it. They romped in the Pacific Classic.
Beholder dominates her 9 male rivals, cruising home by 8 1/4 lengths over her Richard Mandela trained stablemate Catch a Flight. Gary Stevens aboard in 1:59 and 3, a 1:14 Beyer speed figure. The 2-time champion has won all 4 starts this year, including a 7-length victory in the Grade 1 Clement L. Hirsch Stakes 3 weeks earlier. The 5-year-old mare by Henny Hughes was bred in Kentucky by Clarkland Farm and is a half-sister to Grade 1 Stakes winner and Spendthrift Farm stallion Into Mischief. Beholder has won 14 of 19 starts and has banked $4,256,000 for Spendthrift Farm. We'll have 6 Grade 1 stakes from Saratoga, including Triple Crown winner American Pharaoh in the Travers Stakes. That and much more next week on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture. Online at tbredweek.com.